My fiancé laughed at the bar. He thinks this ring is real. I'm keeping the diamond he actually bought. I smiled and said, good one. Then I called my insurance company, reported the real diamond stolen, and showed them the video of her bragging. The call I got from the police detective. I, 34 male, am a structural engineer. My job is to find flaws in designs before they become catastrophes. I analyze stress points. I calculate load capacities. I deal in absolutes. 6 months ago, I proposed to my girlfriend of 4 years, Bianca, 30. I spent over a year saving. I did the research. I found a jeweler. The stone was a 2.2 carat E-color VVS1 round brilliant. The setting was a simple, elegant platinum band. The total cost was $38,450. The moment the GIA certificate and appraisal were in my hand, I had the ring added to my valuable personal property, VPP insurance policy. It's a rider on my condo insurance. Costs about $400 a year. My name, my policy, my asset. The proposal was perfect. She cried. She said yes. She loved the ring. It's too much, she'd say, flashing it. I'm almost scared to wear it. I should have listened closer. Fast forward to last night. Friday, we were out for celebratory drinks with our crews. My best friend Joel was there. Her best friend Keisha was there. We were at a loud, trendy bar. Joel and I went to the bar to grab a round. Bianca and Keisha were at a high-top table about 10 feet away. The music dipped and their voices carried. I heard Keisha shriek, "B, I cannot believe it. It looks exactly the same." I froze. Joel glanced at me. I just listened. Bianca let out that high, tinkling laugh I used to think was charming. I know, right? It's a top-grade moissanite, $1,200. He hasn't suspected a thing in 2 months. But the real one? Where is it? In my personal safe deposit box, obviously. It's an investment. Why would I wear a $38,000 asset on my finger where I could lose it or chip it or get mugged? This is so much smarter. My blood pressure dropped to 0. I felt cold. But what? You're just keeping it? He'll never know. He thinks this ring is real. I'm keeping the diamond he actually bought. This way, I get the ring I get to show off, and I have a $38 nest egg he paid for. Honestly, he's sweet, but he's a total dope. He'd never think to check. Joel was just staring at me. His face was pale. I looked at him, and he slowly raised his phone, which he'd been using to take a video of the bar's vibe. He'd been recording for about 45 seconds. He'd captured the entire exchange. The audio was crystal clear. I turned. I picked up the 4 drinks. I walked over to their table. "You guys having fun?" I asked, putting the drinks down. Bianca looked up, all smiles, and flashed the fake ring at me. "The best time, honey. We were just talking about how much I love this." I smiled. "Good one," I said. I sat with them for another hour. I laughed. I talked about wedding venues. I was a perfect, supportive, dopey fiancé. Inside, I was calculating. Stress points, load capacities, a catastrophic failure. I took a separate Uber home to my condo. Bianca keeps her own apartment, thank God. I told her I had an early morning site inspection. "I love you," she called out. "Love you too," I said. I got home. I poured a very large glass of whiskey. I watched Joel's video. 10 times. Her laugh, he's a total dope. The switch flipped. My grief, my hurt, my humiliation, it all just solidified into concrete. My job is to deal with structural failure, and this was a 5-alarm failure. At 11:05 p.m. I opened my laptop. I pulled up my insurance policy. I found the 24/7 claims hotline. I dialed. "Hello, this is Brenda. How can I help you?" "Hello, Brenda. I need to file a claim on my VPP policy. I need to report a theft." "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What was stolen, sir?" "A 2.2 carat diamond. GIA serial number." I read it off the certificate. It was expertly removed from its setting and replaced with a fake stone, a moissanite. Brenda was silent for a long beat. "Sir, do you have any idea who might have done this? A jeweler? A cleaner?" "Yes," I said, taking a sip of whiskey. "I know exactly who did it. It was my fiancée, Bianca. She did it 2 months ago. She has the stone hidden in a safe deposit box." Another long silence. "Sir," Brenda said, her voice completely different. This isn't a standard claim. This is a criminal matter. If you are accusing a specific person of felony theft, you must file a police report. We cannot and will not proceed with a claim of this magnitude, especially involving a domestic partner, without an official police report and an active investigation." "I understand," I said. "We will also need any and all evidence you have." Do you have any proof of this? I looked at the video file on my desktop. Yes, Brenda, I said. I have a video of her, at a bar, bragging to her friend about how she did it, how she has the stone, and how I'm a total dope for not noticing. I have never heard an insurance agent gasp before. Okay, she said. File the police report immediately. Get the report number. Then call us back. An investigator from our fraud department will be in touch on Monday. Do not confront the accused. Do not try to retrieve the property. This is a police matter now. I hung up. I stared at the wall for 10 minutes. This was the point of no return. She didn't just break my heart. She didn't just betray me. She stole from me. She committed a calculated, premeditated felony. And she laughed about it. At 11:30 p.m., I called the police non-emergency line. I need to file a report for grand larceny. My life as I knew it was over. The life I thought I had. Anyway, time to start the demolition. Update 1. It's been an explosive week. Thanks for all the comments. For those who said just dump her and ask for the ring back, you're missing the point. She didn't lose it, she stole it. She swapped it with a fake and bragged about her investment. That's not a breakup, that's a crime. So, the morning after I called the non-emergency line, a patrol officer came to my condo. He was skeptical. A stolen diamond, sir? But your fiancée still has the ring? Officer, she has a ring. She does not have the diamond. She replaced it with a fake. Here is the GIA certificate for the 2.2 carat stone, which is laser inscribed. Here is the receipt for $38,450. And here, I airdropped Joel's video to him. He watched it. His eyebrows went up. He watched it again. Okay, she says her full name in that? And her friends? Yes, Bianca and Tisha. Clear as day. He sighed. This is a detective's case. You're accusing your fiancé of grand larceny. This is a felony. You get that, right? This isn't we had a fight. This is a life-altering accusation. I'm an engineer, officer. I don't deal in ambiguity. She stole a $38,000 asset. I am the victim of a theft. I am here to report it. He took my statement. He took the video. He gave me a report number. I immediately called my insurance provider, gave them the report number. They assigned a special investigator, a guy named Frank, who sounded like he'd seen it all. Frank was very interested in the video. The rest of the day was silent. I didn't hear from Bianca. I assumed she was just living her life, wearing my $1,200 fake. The call I'd been waiting for came the next afternoon. Mr. Victor's last name? This is Detective Mills. I've been assigned your case regarding a stolen diamond. His voice was tired, and again, skeptical. Hello, detective. Thanks for calling. Look, son, I'm gonna be honest. This is a domestic dispute. 99% of these are he said, she said breakups, where someone's trying to get the other in trouble. Are you sure you want to pursue this? You're saying she stole a rock out of a ring? And you know where it is. Detective, with all due respect, did you watch the video I submitted? I'm watching it right now. She's bragging about it. Yes, she is. She calls it her 38K nest egg and calls me a total dope. This isn't a dispute. This is a confession. I heard him typing. She mentions a safe deposit box. Do you know what bank? I have no idea, but she does. That's why I called you. Right, he said, his tone shifting. Okay, we're going to go have a conversation with Ms. Bianca. I'll be in touch. 2 hours later, my phone exploded. Texts from Bianca, missed calls, voicemails. Bianca, Victor, what the hell did you do? 2 detectives just left my apartment. They asked me about the ring. They asked me about my safe deposit box. You sent the cops to my house? Are you insane? Call me, now. You are ruining my life over a stupid joke. I let her spiral for an hour. Then I texted back. It wasn't a joke, Bianca, it was theft. I filed a police report. She called instantly. I answered. You psycho, she screamed. A joke, it was a joke. You were there, you heard me, you said good one. You knew I was kidding. No, I said, my voice dead calm. I didn't know. Where is the diamond, Bianca? It's safe. Oh my God, you're unbelievable. I was protecting it. I was so scared I'd lose it, so I got the moissanite to wear. I was gonna tell you. When? After the wedding? When you had a $38 nest egg that I paid for? I can't believe you're doing this. This is abuse, Victor. You're using the police to harass me. This is very simple. You stole from me. Give the diamond back, and I will tell the detective you returned it. It's that easy. Fine. God, I'll give it back, but you'd better call them off, and you're paying me back for the moissanite. It was $1,200, and for my therapy, I'm having a panic attack. The entitlement. It was breathtaking. She was still trying to profit. No, I'm not paying for the tool you used to commit fraud, and I'm not calling anyone off. Bring the real diamond in its GIA-certified case to the 14th precinct. I'll meet you there. The detective can verify it's the right stone, and we can be done. I am not going to a police station. Are you crazy? You're trying to have me arrested. I'll bring it to your condo. Nope, the precinct. That's the only way. Otherwise, Detective Mills is getting a warrant for every safe deposit box under your name. I hate you. You're a monster. She hung up. 30 minutes later, her mother Celeste called. Victor, darling, she said, her voice dripping with poison. I have just had a hysterical phone call from my daughter. I cannot believe you would do this. After all the stress she's been under planning your wedding, you have embarrassed her. You have embarrassed me. Celeste, Bianca stole a $38,000 diamond from me. She protected it. She is a frugal, smart girl, and she was protecting your shared asset. You should be thanking her. Instead, you send policemen to her home? Like she's some common criminal? Yes, that's what she is. Unbelievable. Celeste shrieked. You know what, Victor? We'll see you in court. She's not giving you anything. That ring was a gift, and she's keeping that diamond as collateral for the emotional distress and humiliation you've caused her. You'll be hearing from our lawyer. She hung up. I just stared at my phone. Collateral for emotional distress. I hit record on my phone's call log. It's legal in my state with one-party consent, which is me. I called Detective Mills. Detective? Victor last name. Just wanted to give you an update. I spoke with Bianca and her mother Celeste. Yeah? She cooperating? No. Her mother just informed me that they are, and I quote, keeping that diamond as collateral for emotional distress. So they've admitted to having it, and they've stated their intent to keep it. Detective Mills was silent for a long time. Son, I'm gonna go talk to a judge. Stop contacting them, and save that call log. The demolition is proceeding. Final update. It's been 4 months, I'm exhausted. But I'm free. This didn't end in a big, flashy explosion. It ended in a series of grinding, bureaucratic, and soul-crushing legal procedures. So, after Celeste's brilliant collateral threat, Detective Mills got a warrant. It wasn't hard. He had my video confession, and now he had a taped call, which my lawyer confirmed was admissible, of her mother admitting they possessed the stolen property and intended to keep it. They served the warrant on Bianca's bank, popped open her safe deposit box, and there it was. One small plastic baggie containing one 2.2 carat, E-color VVS1 diamond. The GIA inscription matched my certificate. Bianca was arrested and charged with grand larceny. This is where the realistic part of the story kicks in. It sucked. The police and the DA's office were not my allies. They were overworked. They saw this as a messy domestic case, even with the evidence. Bianca, a well-dressed, crying 30-year-old woman, looked like the victim to them, not the cold, calculating thief she was. Her family hired a shark of a lawyer. Their play was simple. It was a mistake, a silly prank. He's a vindictive, controlling ex. He's manipulating the system to punish her for leaving him. We hadn't even broken up yet when she stole it, but facts didn't matter. The entitlement from her and her family was nuclear. First, the failed work attack. I got a call from my firm's HR director. Victor, we received an anonymous complaint that you're unstable, using company time to harass an ex-partner, and creating a hostile environment. Thank God I'd been proactive. The day I filed the police report, I'd requested a meeting with my managing partner. I told him, my fiancée committed a felony. I'm reporting it. It's gonna be ugly. She is vindictive. I apologize in advance for any drama that spills over, but I'm handling it. My boss, an engineer to the core, just nodded. Keep your billing clean and don't let it affect the load calculations. So when HR called, I said, yes, that would be for my ex-fiancée, who is currently out on bail for grand larceny after stealing a $38,000 asset from me. Here's the police report number and the name of the DA handling the case. Please let me know if you need anything else. The complaint vanished. Then, the legal threats. Celeste's lawyer sent me a cease and desist, accusing me of harassment. My lawyer, yes, I had to get my own lawyer to navigate this, sent back a lovely letter that included a copy of the video and a transcript of Celeste's collateral phone call. The letter stopped. It dragged on for months. My diamond was in an evidence locker. The insurance claim was frozen. Finally, 2 weeks ago, we had the hearing. It wasn't a trial. Bianca's lawyer knew that video would destroy her in front of a jury. They were pushing for a plea deal. The deal: plead guilty to a lesser felony, return the property which was already in evidence, and in exchange, the DA would recommend probation, no jail time, given her clean record. But the deal hinged on one thing: my cooperation. Her lawyer requested a meeting. Me, my lawyer, Bianca, and her shark. She was diminished, pale, thin. The designer clothes looked baggy. Victor, her lawyer started, Bianca is prepared to plead guilty. She knows she made a terrible error in judgment. Bianca was just staring at her hands, crying, silently. She's scared. A felony conviction will ruin her career. She'll never work in marketing again. We're asking if you would be willing to speak to the judge on her behalf. Not to excuse her, but to frame it as a relationship dispute that spiraled, so the judge might be inclined to reduce it to a gross misdemeanor. No felony, just probation and restitution. I looked at her. Her shoulders were shaking. A prank, I said. That's what you called it. A joke. It was, she whispered, looking up. Her eyes were red. It started as a stupid prank, Victor. I was showing off for Keisha. And then you called the cops. And my mom, she reacted badly. I was going to give it back. When? I asked. When were you going to give it back, Bianca? You told Keisha it was your nest egg. You said I was a total dope. You didn't get a $1,200 moissanite for a one-night prank. I don't know, she wailed, tears streaming now. I was scared. I was stupid. But please, Victor, please don't let them ruin my life. I'll pay you back. I'll pay for the fake ring. I'll pay your lawyer. Please, you loved me once, didn't you? This was it. The moment of vulnerability. Not just hers. Mine. I felt nothing. Just tired. Like looking at a collapsed building. I'm not going to speak on your behalf, I said. I'm not going to ask for leniency. And I'm not going to ask for jail time. Her face fell. I'm going to submit a victim impact statement, I continued, looking at her lawyer. It will be factual. It will state that you stole a $38,450 asset. It will state that when caught, you and your family conspired to keep it. It will include the video of you bragging about my stupidity. It will include the audio of your mother's threats. It will state factually the emotional and financial toll this has taken. What the judge decides to do with those facts is up to him. I am done. Bianca's sorry face evaporated. The entitlement, the real Bianca, flashed. You cold-hearted bastard, she hissed. You'd really let me be a felon? Over a rock? You're right, I said, standing up. It is just a rock, and you valued it more than you valued me. You made your choice. The consequences are just the structural load you failed to account for. My lawyer and I walked out. The resolution. The judge saw my statement. He saw the video. He heard the call. He was not happy. He accepted the plea deal, but just barely. Bianca was convicted of a felony, attempt grand larceny. She got 3 years of probation, 500 hours of community service, and a court-ordered restitution plan. She has to pay me back for my legal fees, the cost of the insurance investigation, Frank sent me a bill, and the $1,200 for the fake ring. It's $7,800 total. At $100 a month, I'll be paid back in about 6.5 years. The diamond is back in my possession. It's in my safe deposit box now. I canceled the insurance claim. I'm selling it. I'm taking a loss, but I don't care. I want it gone. Bianca, from what I've heard, did lose her job. That felony conviction is a permanent mark. She's living with Celeste. Keisha had to testify against her to avoid charges herself and is now no longer part of the family. I'm still in my condo. I'm still an engineer. I'm dating, but cautiously. I checked for stress points. It wasn't a satisfying Hollywood revenge. It was a long, expensive, and painful process, but it was real. She didn't just make a mistake. She made a calculated, criminal choice. And now, for the rest of her life, she's living with the consequences. That's justice.